Big game. Tell him something. Shalafa.
Frontier Abba, Maywa Abba today. No more love.
Give them nice loving, gala, give them nice loving. Give them nice loving, gala, give them nice loving.
Frontier Abba, Maywa Abba today. No more love.
Give them nice loving, gala, give them nice loving. Give them nice loving, gala, give them nice loving.
Learn how to love, yeah. Learn how to live, yeah. Learn how to talk, yeah. Learn how to treat women.
Tamale is the capital town of the northern region of Ghana. It is the third city and the second largest by areal size. It is also the third largest settlement and the fastest growing city in West Africa. The people are mostly subsistent farmers. Due to its central location, Tamale serves as a hub for all administrative and commercial activities, doubling as the political, economic and financial regional capital of northern Ghana. Tamale has developed and transformed significantly in the last few years. The city grew from a conglomeration of towns where one could find an architectural blend of traditional madhouses and more modern buildings, and boasts of well-organized road networking in comparison to other cities and regions throughout Ghana. The Ghana Film Industry Corporation was created as a corporate body in 1971 by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, but ceased to exist as far back as 1996, when a greater percentage of its equity holding was sold to Malaysia interests. The northern movie industry started in the early 1980s based on a social sensitization concept through drama and stage plays formulated to educate the people on new farming procedures and disease prevention by non-governmental organizations. This was the period that Chinese and Indian movies were the source of entertainment for moviegoers. Initially, the people thought movie making was for school dropouts or for individuals who had no career prospects. However, it didn't take long for them to realize the importance of movie making in the region.
We were not looking for money by then. We were only trying to prove that we can also do something like, we can also educate our people through drama and other things.
It was later on we realized that we have to use that commercially. We have to make sure that we get some gains from that. So actually when we started, it was not like we needed money.
Growing out of the concept of movie centers, most technical crews started the career through analog video capture, where shots were directly edited on camera or from one VCR connected to another.
So from camera to analog editing. Tamale VHS deck Tamale no editing.
We used to edit with a VHS recorder. It was not easy because you had to align all your shots manually.
So it was not easy.
Ever since we started, we have many challenges. We used to shoot and edit from the camera.
Unlike other production houses in the country that adopt the Hollywood studio approach, the northern film industry adopts the theater concept, where the creative director has his or her personal group and cast members directly from this group. Nonetheless, there has been more collaboration in recent productions where two or more members from different groups are featured together in a movie. Currently, there are about 32 of such groups in Tamale alone, with each having membership of not less than 19.
the spot. Boom, 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 boom.
Over the years, we have seen significant improvement in the Ghanaian movie industry, which mostly adopted the local languages with intriguing storylines based on traditional and cultural values.
Do you know anyone called Irene?
Did
you know anyone
called
Irene?
Master, yes, my friend.
The northern movie industry mostly adopts the Dagbani language, which is one of the predominantly spoken languages in the savannah areas of Ghana, with accompanying subtitles to appeal to other movie lovers across the country.
Now, Gabriel, don't look only number on Kabal. Kapoyen will man, who's on a pansai? I'll be 10 as you. Dagbani.
They've realized that their movies are in their own languages, so they understand, they see, they listen, and then they also, I think, I would say they interact, because once they listen and then once they see, then they tend to talk to each other.
Our rural people, I think there are those who normally purchase most of our movies and they don't understand English. So if you go into the English movies right now, the chances are that you are likely not to even break even. So yes, in future we'll move into the English movies, but for now, the main reason why we are within the local language is simply because the market is there, and then because we are also located here.
This has drastically reduced the proliferation of Indian and Chinese movies in the market, since people want to see characters in stories that they can relate with. But much support is needed in the northern movie industry, which will enable it to catch up with the rest of the country.
It's about finances, and then it's about support. And then also the knowledge or the technical know-how. If private people, if the assemblies are able to support the industry with the technical know-how, and then private people coming in to support, then we'll have a bright future.
One might have a script which needs certain costumes and location, but because there is no financial support, you are forced to change your story to the best of your ability.
Me, for instance, I haven't been to any acting school before. Just that we are lucky, some of us can read and write, so therefore we read books and we watch movies, and we also try to have some research on the internet.
We need sponsors, we need donors, we need assistance, and a lot. As I'm telling you now, we have no schools to train our youth on filming. We have no technical men to train people on our technical issues like cameramen, editing, sound, lighting. We don't have them. And we were thinking by now there would have been some assistance somewhere to assist us. But it's not coming, and we hope maybe people will, by all means, see our efforts and assist us.
If we watch closely, the youth are really interested in learning the business, but we lack the educational facility, either from government or private institution. If we had such institution, it will help the northern movie industry to grow. The youth are very intelligent and could have taken advantage of such opportunity.
So film school.
I would have loved for a film school or a non-governmental organization to organize workshops for our producers and the crew in the northern region. The school is really important. There should have been another branch of NAFTI in the northern region. It would have been very helpful.
Our main challenge here is the fact that we do not have funds to purchase up-to-date equipment to be able to make some of these stunning visual effects. Above all, the challenges that we face when it comes to funds, the most important thing is the knowledge, the know-how. they lack the basic know-how. Reason why you should frame, reason why camera shouldn't shake, when should camera shake, when should you move the camera and when shouldn't you move the camera, when do you have to cross the 180 rule, a lot of them. Okay, just knowing the names, knowing the type of shots to take is not adequate, but knowing when to use them is more important. So the know-how is our main challenge. I think if we solve issues of know-how, then issues with equipment will probably come in later. But for now, the basic equipment we have, you even realize that they're not making very good use of them.
Despite the fact that most of the crew of the northern movie industry are self-taught individuals who have learned the craft by trial and error, they have won several awards in different categories in the Kumawood Movie Awards in Kumasi for the past 4 years.
Having won the Best Editor category for my movie, imagine what I can accomplish if I had a formal training from a film school.
If they are winning national awards for now, without having any formal training in editing, what about if they have the opportunity of learning how to edit in a reputable organization or institution? Then you can see we could have gone far more than where we are today.
Nigeria has taken tremendous strides in selling their culture through their movies and has become the world's largest movie industry apart from Bollywood and Hollywood. This has attracted the attention of government and private enterprises who have invested heavily in that sector.
In Tamale, for instance, we're having Rivoli Cinema, we're having Victory Cinema, we're having other cinema places that people used to visit. But because of the videos that we have in our homes, it has actually killed the movie industry or the cine industry, because you have it in your room. And whatever film or movie that you want to watch, you can actually get it from the market. So why do you bother yourself again to go to a cinema hall to watch a film? But what I can advise is that we can revive it. We can revive that when we start this premiering and video halls. For instance, if you look at the cinema industry, the English movies are now making it to that level because they have standard and then quality films. So you see that even if you take 100%, about 20% they are now premiering it even in Accra, not across the country. It's currently even in Accra and then Kumasi somehow. So I think we can start by getting or bringing up quality and standard movies so that we can start the premiering. And if we start that, I think people will get the interest and then people will actually buy into those ideas and then maybe we can revive it.
Sini, dinyala apart from the educator, ka entertainer, ka informer.
Apart from movies being educative and informative, it is also a source of entertainment and a business venture. One can make money by investing in the film industry, since everyone loves to watch a movie.
Looking at the northern movie industry, I can say we have traveled far in trying to improve on what we are doing. But certain times you also look at people who are supposed to push you in terms of capacity, logistics and other things. If those ones are not forthcoming, you finally end up producing movies that you don't intend to produce.
I want people to realize that there is much knowledge and benefit in the industry, which is very fruitful for whoever is involved in it.
The film industry, the northern film industry, the Bortabopam, Toruzo, Tirilantonia Songsam.
The northern film industry really needs much support in marketing. This industry is a source of employment for most of our youth.
The youth
are ready to learn about production. But all the technical schools are in the south, which is very costly. So we believe if that is built in the northern region here, for our youth to learn how to do all what makes movie a movie, then 50% of our problems in the northern region here is solved.
So I think now that the government is reluctant in coming in to save the situation, we are looking forward to partner with the private ones, those who are serious, to come here so that we can also have a standard school or institution where one can go to study how to make movie.
We are also trying our best. We hope in maintaining peace in our community. We are hoping for support either from donors or government so that our industry can develop.
The movie industry is an industry that runs on its own. It means that it is a place where one can consider it as entrepreneurship. In this current economy, you really can't make it trying searching for white collar job. You need to have something that you do on your own, and everybody now is talking about entrepreneurship, and the movie industry is one clear-cut example of it, where if government should make resources available for individuals to enter into, it's going to help reduce this issue of unemployment.
Having realized the need for the participation of private business enterprises in the socio-economic development of the country, Tamale Film and Television Academy was established to, among other things, fulfill a core ambition of empowering the youth with knowledge in video production, which is a career for the 21st century and beyond.
With the onset of movie and television schools, we realized most of them are based in Accra. And this one being the first time, we want to make sure that we give students the necessary technical requirement for them to come out and fill in those gaps that we have in the industry. With film schools, what we realize is that you need to make sure that you have all the technical requirements. The cameras are there, the tripods are there, the sliders are there, to be able to teach the students how to operate those things. Those are the things that we lack at the moment, because we need to have everything when it comes to production. We need to have the range, we need to have the light, we need to have the setup, we need to have everything, so that when you teach the student, they're able to use those equipment and handle it to their advantage. And at this juncture, we really appreciate it. We can partner with private enterprise and other individuals, or maybe video schools outside the country, because that's where we realize the resources are. So we want to partner with video schools outside the country, not only video schools, but the production houses who can help us maintain the standard that we want to have for Tamale Film and Television Academy.
Tamale Film and Television Academy, TAFTA, is a hands-on training school that realizes the need for the youth in the northern part of the country to take advantage of the emerging rewards in the film and broadcast industry in the country and across Africa. Tamale Film and Television Academy, as I said, we have set it up in this part of the country purposely to be involved in the teaching of acting, script writing, editing, that is video editing, and directing, visual effects, and the broadcast performance. We feel these are key areas that when we are able to put a professional touch or add that kind of professionalism to the current media players in this part of the country, we can move it to a higher and a more appreciable step. So far as the television and film and television industry is concerned in this part of the country. And we have been putting in our best to make sure that we deliver to expectation, but we think we will need more resources to make this possible? The program requires students to complete a 16-week highly intensive hands-on approach to digital filmmaking designed to teach basic filmmaking skills, including directing, producing, screenwriting, cinematography, sound production, and editing. Students are taught movie making through creative collaboration so that they begin to develop personal creative style. The African cinema industry acknowledges undeniably the need to develop its own way of filmmaking, support their local initiatives, and invest in cinematic cultures such as film festivals. Furthermore, an expanded film industry translates into a flourishing labor market, providing new opportunities for young talents and thus helping to combat the global contemporary phenomena of youth unemployment.
Gala,